Good afternoon, everyone. Professor Owen Atkin talking about the plants in Australia have no more room left to cope with heat. Yet the plants are still here even after the medieval warming period, which was warmer than today's temperatures. The Roman warming and the Minoan warming were all warmer than today, yet our plants are still here. Which gives credence to Malcolm Roberts wanting to secede from the IPCC and the United Nations based on lies in the climate that are destroying their economy. All along we were told global warming is going to cause more hurricanes, but after a drought of almost 3 years with no hurricanes, they had to shift their story to, oh, it's now La Nina and El Nino which caused the hurricanes because their predictions didn't come true yet again. Looking down at Antarctica, millibar lows that mimic typhoons and hurricanes, sending so much snow up to New Zealand that people are trapped in the ski resorts due to too much snow. All in, the warmest year ever. Thank you to all my Patreon supporters. I do appreciate what you give me every month, and I'm so grateful and so thankful. And the news headlines out of Australia that we could see dramatic changes in the face of Aussie plant life in the future. Study by Professor Owen Atkin talking about the climate shift. Everything's going to get hotter and drier, and by 2050 there's going to be no more plants in Australia, and if they are, there'll be such intense heat waves that their margin for coping with heat is going to be limited and all the plants are going to die off. Owen, I'm going to bring you back and let you look at the medieval warming period so you can rest serenely at night. Our climate before was warmer than it is today, by actually 2 degrees C in the past. The medieval warming period, the Roman warming period, and the Minoan warming period were all warmer than it is today. It's going to start cooling right now for the new grand solar minimum. So all of your forecasts need to be redone, because by 2050 we'll just be coming back not even to baseline where we are now, because we will be coming out of the cooling at that time. So with all this new information just presented to you, I know you can sleep more soundly tonight. The plants are not going to disappear. Australian Parliament member Malcolm Roberts wants to break from the IPCC and take Australia with it out of the United Nations due to climate lies. And understandably, climate change is undermining the Australian economy, destroying jobs, industry, and the mining sector, all based on false narratives and failed predictions from the IPCC. He, along with others, believe that there are so many climate lies out there put forth by the IPCC that it's just ridiculous how many of those predictions are not coming true. Case in point, global warming is going to cause more hurricanes. I'll let you look through Google at the 5 million results there that we were told. Global warming will cause more hurricanes. It's going to show a significant leap in annual temperatures and tidal records and severity of storms. Nature Conservancy jumping in saying the same thing. Higher ocean temperatures, rising sea levels, disappearing wetlands, more hurricanes, more typhoons. Yet the hurricane drought in the Gulf of Mexico had passed the longest streak in the past 130 years until just last month. Now La Nina and El Nino form the hurricanes, not global warming. So look out now. La Nina is going to usher in Atlantic hurricanes, not global warming. And just like we were told before, the narrative just changed. Global warming is going to now create more snowstorms and more ice in the Arctic and stop the Greenland melting, because global warming is creating that. In another case in point, when we look around Antarctica, the lows forming down there, the millibar lows, are equivalent to what you would see in a typhoon eye or an eye of a hurricane, dumping so much snow in New Zealand. They've suspended ferry crossings, as well as 80 people plus are stuck in a ski resort because, get this, there's too much snow to get out of there. They are trapped. Images for you here. And you can see why Malcolm says what he says. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. Humpty Dumpty is breaking, and it will never be put back together again. The IPCC has fallen off the wall. And as our weather changes, I hope you also see what reality and common sense is starting to bring to the forefront. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, Adapt 2030, and take a moment to check out getthetea.com, and I'll bring more stories like this to you several times a week.